Hey, what's up, peeps? It's your boy PC Williams coming to y'all on behalf of 1K Sports. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope everybody had a great first day of school with the kids, man. Seeing all the pictures, kids look great, man. So let's have a great year, parents. I got two pre-Ks myself, man. So let's just get to this school year, parents. Let's stay prayed up, man. Keep our kids covered, and most importantly, show them what the big picture about the education, man. So let's get on our job. Parents, have a great school year. So, but in the meantime, let's talk sports. Well, as y'all know, there's a situation going on in Columbus with Urban Meyer. Apparently, his receiver coach named Zach Smith was apparently beating on his wife. There was some, reports about him beating on her and things going on like that. And the wife would communicate back and forth with Urban Meyer's wife. So it was like a constant communication going on where he's beating on her. She tell his wife about it. So Urban Meyer, consequently has been kind of thrown right into it. So as you all know, right now he's on paid administrative leave right now, right? So he's currently suspended with pay. There should be a decision coming down sometime this week about whether he should be fired or not. But I'll get into what I think about the situation. So just off the bat, Urban Meyer has connections with Zach Smith's grandfather. Excuse me. Zach Smith's grandfather was the one who really mentored Urban Meyer. Got him his first job as a grad assistant. Kind of got him started coaching. So there is an emotional connection there with the family, with Zach Smith and Urban Meyer. So there is a connection going on there where Urban does see him as a son, see him as a family member. So that may be why this kind of got to this point where he kind of stayed quiet. So just starting off with that, he does have ties with the kid's grandfather. So, but me personally, I believe Urban Meyer will keep his job. Do I think he should keep his job? If we're going to go on, the recent history of the NCAA, no. But me personally, I think he'll keep his job because, this is not a usual situation where, some kid at North Carolina was ineligible and the coach knew about it, or some situation at Baylor where, girls were being harassed and assaulted and the coach knew about it, didn't report nothing. This is very different. This is Urban Meyer. Me personally and everyone out there pretty much knows that Nick Saban is the greatest, college coach ever. So Urban Meyer, but he's right there behind him. Nick Saban's got 6 championships. Urban's got 3. So he's right behind Nick Saban in that hierarchy of, college coaches. So I think, Urban's going to keep his job because I feel like this would be a big blow for the NCAA, suspending him. On the surface right now, there is no evidence that really, links Urban Meyer to the situation. Like right now, everyone's saying that he knows about it because, Zach Smith's ex-wife was telling Urban Meyer's current wife, hey, he's beating on me, tell Urban, get this guy away from me. So, but there was no solid facts that Urban Meyer really knew about it. So, in the meantime, he is suspended right now with pay, but I think he'll keep his job because of the lack of evidence. I think that, Urban Meyer is a little different than other coaches, so I think the NCAA is going to be a little, biased toward making sure he keeps his job. So, and unfair as it may be, and it is unfair, for example, if you, by not firing Urban Meyer, I feel like the NCAA sends a bad message because think about it, Art Browse, the former head coach at Baylor, he, had something going on where his players were assaulting women sexually. There was rape things going on, just a complete, just a mess going on, man. And he didn't necessarily partake in any of the illegal actions, but because he knew what was going on and he never kind of put nothing out there about it, he got fired. Joe Paterno, as you all remember, the Jerry Sandusky, child molestation and child sexual assault case that was going on. Joe Pa allegedly knew about what was going on and didn't do anything about it. And that whole scandal cost him his job, his legacy, and his life because he died during that time, during that little turmoil. So, it just really put a dark cloud over Penn State. James Franklin is there now. He's doing a great job, but there was some dark times, when this happened. So, Art Browse, Joe Paterno, Jim Tressel at the very school that Urban Meyer's at. And here's where things get a little sticky because Jim Tressel was fired because his players, Terrell Pryor and a few other guys, they were selling their merchandise, their Ohio State merchandise for money for tattoos. There's some kind of big, tattoo scandal. Not as big as this Urban Meyer domestic violence thing right now, but he was fired. Jim Tressel was fired for not, for allowing this to happen and not saying nothing. But, so guys have been fired for worse things and been fired for less things. So I feel like by not firing Urban Meyer, I feel like the NCAA sends a bad message. It sends a message of hypocrisy, just two-sided, because on one side you're saying, hey, we can't allow this going on, but on the other hand, because it's Urban Meyer and because he's the second best coach in college football right now, we changed the rules, and that's fair. You got to keep it, fair throughout. If you're going to suspend, if you're going to fire Art Browse, you're going to fire Jim Tressel, you're going to fire Joe Paterno, you kind of have to fire Urban Meyer. As crazy as that sounds, like, hey, Urban Meyer is a great coach, but if this is true and the NCAA wants to maintain their credibility, you got to suspend him or fire him. So I think he won't get fired because all signs are pointing to it just being some BS. All signs are pointing to him keeping his job. So we'll see how it all play out. But I think the NCAA, they most definitely have to be careful with what they do with the situation because it could ruin their reputation because you're going to hear stuff from everyone. Penn State, Baylor, all these schools where the coach got fired, and it's like, hey, you fired our guy, you ruined our program, you ruined our little championship window by firing our coach. So why are you going to keep Urban Meyer? So, so everyone would have very much everything to be upset about if Urban Meyer does not get fired. So if he doesn't get fired, you send the wrong message. You send the complete wrong message out there. And it shows that you're very hypocritical. It shows that you are biased toward the great coaches and the not so good ones or the pretty okay ones or the mid-level coaches or the pretty good ones. You can fire, but the Urban Meyers, you're not going to fire him because it's Urban Meyer. So I definitely feel like the NCAA has to be very careful with whatever they do because you're going to send the wrong message by not firing him or not suspending him. Because if this was any other coach, they get fired or get suspended. So, but either way, however it plays out, if Urban keeps his job or he gets fired, this looks bad on him already. Because as you all know, at Florida, Urban Meyer has some of the best talent in the world. Percy Harvin, Tim Tebow, Aaron Hernandez, Ahmad Black, Major Wright, just Lewis Murphy, Jeff Demps, Chris Rainey, just talent all over the place. He has so much talent. The Pouncey twins, Dunlap, Cunningham, so Brandon Spikes. He had so much talent, but he also had so much, trouble going on. While he was at Florida, there were 25 different players arrested. Like his time at Florida from, I think it was 06 to 2010, 25 different players arrested. Not 25 arrests total, 25 players arrested from all charges ranging from assault, drug possession, resisting arrest, felonies, gun possession. That's everything you can think of. Everyone was getting arrested for at Florida. And as you all know, Aaron Hernandez, who got found guilty of murder, was doing a life sentence, killed himself in prison. He was coached by Urban Meyer. And there were some things that, that he allegedly had done in Gainesville that Urban Meyer turned a blind eye to that had to do with gun possession and hurting people. So, because I looked on the list and Hernandez's name was not on the list of players arrested. Yet, the biggest, criminal sports story that we've seen in recent years since the OJ trial maybe, or the Ray Lewis murder trial, we probably would say would be the Aaron Hernandez murder case. So, and here's a young man that played under Urban Meyer. So I'm not saying it's Urban's fault that these young men were arrested, but if everywhere you go there's trouble and controversy, at some point they start looking at you. And as unfair as it may be, or fair as it may be, Urban Meyer has found himself in these situations where he has a big heart and he takes in these different, personalities. Even at Ohio State, he hasn't had a lot of trouble, but he's had some crazy personalities. Cardale Jones, Ezekiel Elliott, Eli Apple, just different guys that, were not necessarily criminals or doing always in jail, but just always in the news for something they said or what was, just some kind of controversy. So he has a history of taking on these different head cases and thinking that he can make something out of it. So it's been to his achievements and his detriment. So I think Urban Meyer, has done he's a great coach. Like I said, the second best coach currently right now behind Nick Saban. He's actually beaten Nick Saban, a couple of times in big games. So he has every right to stake his claim as that guy. So this is a very big story. So whatever is going on, whether he gets fired or not, this is another notch on that resume of Urban Meyer in trouble. 25 arrests at Florida. Hasn't had a lot of trouble at Ohio State, but now this comes up and it's like, it's like everywhere you turn, Urban Meyer is, in some kind of controversy wherever he goes. So whether he keeps his job or gets fired, either way, Urban loses. No, he's not a winner in the situation because, like I said, he's had the 25 arrests at Florida. He's had different kind of things going on where he kind of saw it going on. He turned the other way and looked the other way at it. So this just goes down as another notch of Urban Meyer looking the other way, not doing his job. So, but I'm going to defend Urban Meyer. This 1K Sports. We keep it 100. We keep it 1,000. We keep it raw. So Urban has his history and all that, but I feel like we've gotten to a point in sports where it seems like no matter what's going on, we always just point the finger at the coach. Yes, the head coach is above everything. He has his hands on everything, but let's be real. Like, does he really have an eye and hands on every player at every time? I mean, when I was in college, I behaved myself. I wasn't in a whole lot of trouble, but I did me. And, my coach didn't always know about what I was doing. Things didn't always get back to the coach. So it's like we tend to just point the finger at the coach and say, oh, well, the coach should have done this. Well, it's not the coach's fault that a player raped some girl at a party. The coach is at home with his wife and kids. The player is out there doing that. So, yes, you want to say he's not doing his job, but at some point, these young men have to have a level of accountability and say, hey, I screwed up. I made this happen. I feel like Zach Smith, no one talking about him. It's Urban Meyer that's all over the news. No one's saying anything about this guy, what should be done. Should he be suspended indefinitely? So I don't know. It's like talking about, Ohio State, domestic violence, Urban Meyer. No one brought up Zach Smith. No one's bringing up Zach Smith. It's all about Urban Meyer. The story's all about Urban Meyer, and that to me is unfair. So yes, Urban has a very dark history of supporting and recruiting, these troubled guys. Percy Harvin was no choir boy. Hernandez was no choir boy. The Pouncey twins, I went to football camp with those guys growing up. Down in Dirty Lyman camp. Those two guys are not, what you would call filtered. They're very outspoken, very, stand-up guys. So, he's had a history of recruiting these knuckleheaded guys, but so is every other coach. And, it's not the coach's fault that a player was drunk driving. You can tell your kid all the time, hey, do the right thing, don't drink and drive, use a condom. You can tell your kid all this stuff. I'm a father myself. But I understand at some point my two sons are going to leave my house and go in this world by themselves. And I'll be a fool to think that my sons would never have sex with a girl or have a drink or hell have a smoke. I would be a fool to sit here and think that would never happen. So it's like, hey, I would hope that my son would never drink or smoke, but hey, when they leave my house at 18, I don't know what my son's going to get into. All I can do is raise them up right, give them my core values and what I know as a parent, what I know growing up, instill that in them, and just pray to God it all works out. So yes, Urban Meyer has had a history of looking the other way, but at the same time, these players are constantly putting themselves in these situations. So, yeah, Urban Meyer should, watch himself how he recruits players, or do more of a background check. But hey, you don't know who you're recruiting. You don't know. You're going to sit down in this kid's living room, come from a bad neighborhood. You don't know where his mindset is. He could be a good kid, could be a bad kid. You don't know. You're not going to know until it's time to figure it out. So Urban Meyer does deserve some blame for it, but to just put the fingers all on him and say, "Oh, Urban Meyer, it's on his watch. He's the head coach. He should know everything." The man got 150 players, 20-something coaches, a whole staff, got a whole family at home. So does he know what everybody's doing at every single moment? Now he's maybe going to find out what happened from someone, but does he know everything that's going on? You got to think about it. When this story went down, how many different stories do you think Urban Meyer got? Probably 100, 200 different stories from different people, and then it's on ESPN with one story. He probably had 100 stories in his ear. So we don't know what's going on. So we should just have to sit back and see what's going on. But I'm going to give Irvin a little bit of a pass, not a whole pass, but like, hey, these players have to do the right thing off the field, because whatever they do, it comes back on the coach. But we got to start saying, hey, these young men did the crime. They have to do what it needs to be done to repay that. So, Urban's a great coach. I think he will keep his job. But like I said earlier, the NCAA has to be careful. You can send a very bad message by keeping Urban Meyer and not firing him, because now all of a sudden the Art Browns and the Jim Tressels and the Joe Paternos, all of those names start coming back up saying, hey, you fired our coach. Why you won't fire him? So it could turn into a big mess. So, but hey, I hope all the best for Urban Meyer. He's a great coach. I don't want to see him get fired, but, if the NCAA wants to keep their credibility, then they have to fire him or suspend him. You can't let him walk free on this, because from what your history says is you will punish the head coach who didn't tell you nothing. Well, Urban didn't tell y'all nothing, so what you gonna do? But hey, that's Ohio State problem. So we're going to get into some real stuff here. Football is just, a couple weeks away. It's preseason right now. College football, they in training camps, man, getting that work in, man. So as you all know, the college football playoff, a.k.a. the Alabama Invitational, that's what everybody, that's what I call it, because all 4 years, Bama has been there. So you might as well just call it the Bama, Invitational, or the Bama Open, something. So what I did was I went through the top 25 and I checked a few teams out and I say, okay, let me put together a little early, college football playoff bracket and see, what we're working with here. So as you know, it's 4 teams. The NC2A, they got their own little way of judging these teams, conference champion, record, strength of schedule. I'm just going off this. These are the 4 teams I feel will not lose no more than one game, will win their conference, will be there. So these are my 4 teams I have for the playoff. What's up, Mike? Michael T. Well, actually, stay tuned, Mike. I'm glad you're watching. Number 4, my 4th team. I'm going to go 4 through 1. I got the Miami Hurricanes winning the ACC and going to the college football playoff. There it is. I feel like last year they kind of shocked some people, won a few games, like, oh my God, the U is back. But eventually the U, got figured out. Clemson took them out, lost a game they wasn't supposed to lose. So, eventually when you're a young team and you're an upstart team like that, sometimes it catches up to you. I think this team will be loaded next year. Mark Richt is in the situation right now. He's not in the SEC. So, look, you got the ACC is wide open. I don't think Clemson, I'm not really sold on Clemson. I know I'm talking about, Mike. I know I'm talking about, baby. But, yeah, man, I think Miami's going to be great this year. They loaded. A lot of great talent coming back. You got another year under your belt. I could see them probably slipping up somewhere, probably losing the game, probably one game. But I definitely see them getting back to the ACC championship game, maybe taking out Clemson. I used to think last year Clemson was just a better team. You know, turnover chain, baby. Hey, I thought Bama was doing something with that championship belt, man. But that turnover chain, man, that's Miami. Big old fat Cuban link, the iced out U. That's Miami all day, man. So definitely a lot of turnover chain going on, man. A lot of stuff going on in Miami this year. So I definitely got the Hurricanes in my fourth spot, but they will lose to the number one team I got. But we'll get to that. That's another topic. Number three, I got Michigan winning the Big Ten, and I got Jim Harbaugh, khaki pants, going to the college football playoff. You want to know why? Because Jim Harbaugh ain't got no damn choice at this point. I mean, you don't came to Michigan. You brought so much hype with you. You calling out Nick Saban. You're going to take this guy out. You're going to take this guy out. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. All this bravado. But after, 3 years, you're 0-3 against Ohio State. You're 1-2 against Michigan State. So that's all we need to know. You're 1-5 against your rivals. The guys you're supposed to beat, you're 1-5 against them. But hey, according to the great Colin Cowherd, hey, Jim Harbaugh's the man. So hey, and actually I'm rooting for the guy. I think he's a great coach. I think he does a great job of going into programs that are considered just down and out. But I definitely feel like Jim Harbaugh knows what he's doing. Remember in San Fran, the guy. I mean, 3 straight years, Jim Harbaugh was probably, if I add them all up legitimately, this guy was probably 6 plays away from going to 3 straight Super Bowls. So I think Jim Harbaugh is a good coach, not a great coach. I feel like you have to win some championships to be called a great coach. So, I definitely got Jim Harbaugh, and the Michigan Wolverines win the Big Ten. I think Ohio State this year, the Urban Meyer scandal is going to set them back a little bit. I think that's going to be a bit of a distraction. I think Ohio State, they're going to be good. They're going to be loaded and talented as always. But this whole scandal with Urban Meyer is definitely going to set them back a little bit because it's a bit distraction. It's going to cause a lot of things to go wrong. But as we've seen in the past, Urban Meyer has done a great job of overcoming these kind of obstacles. But I think this one's going to be a little too much for him. I think with this going on, Michigan's going to be, a good team. So I got Michigan going there, man. They played Notre Dame the first game of the year. It can go either way, but win or lose, I can see Michigan winning the rest of their games. So number 4, I got Miami. Number 3, I got Michigan. Number 2, well, I think, if you are who you say you are, then you can prove it. Everyone's been kind of saying, hey, what's up with the Pac-12, man? Why y'all not showing the Pac-12 no love? What's up with that? Well, Pac-12, you got what you wanted. I got the University of Washington Huskies going to the college football playoff again. And you know what? Their first game of the year, they're playing Auburn, in Auburn. So they're going to actually step up to the plate and going to say, hey, you know what? Y'all say we don't play anybody? Well, fine. We're going to go to Auburn. We're going to play the same team that drove the national champions in their house. We're going to go and play them in their house. So, hey, Washington, they letting it hang, man. They letting them hang. They say, hey, sign us up. We want Auburn in Auburn. Y'all say the SEC is the king? Well, fine. First game of the year, we will go to Auburn. We'll play Auburn in Auburn. I love it. I love it. Get right down to it. Get right down to the fight, man. And if they go in there and win that game, and they win out, hey, why not? Why not? So I feel like I got Miami, Michigan, and I got Washington. They calling me. Yeah, so I got Miami, I got Michigan, and I got Washington Huskies. And, I got Washington at number 2 because I feel like, hey, they're stepping out. So what you mean, Mike? Typo or something, man? But I mean, like, if you questioning Washington, man, I got Washington. If Washington lose to Auburn, hey, how do you lose? I mean, you're going to a hostile environment in Auburn. Bama won a championship last year, but hey, Auburn's a great team. They're a top 10 team. So if you knock them out, or you go in there and play down to the bitter end, and you win all your games dominantly, it's like, hey, they are legit. So I feel like, hey, if they play against Auburn and they win that game, why not? If they beat Auburn in Auburn and win all their games, I'll put them in because you show you can beat some of the best. You know, you would have if you beat Auburn, you get to the playoffs, you'll have your shot at Bama again. If you don't play Bama, you'll play Miami or Michigan. So I give them a shot. If you beat Auburn the first game of the year and you go, and win that, I got no problem with that. Nah, Mike. Nah, not Oregon State. I see them out. They coming though. But I don't. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. I don't see them winning the Pac-12, bro. Like I feel like I got Stanford, Washington, even USC better than them, man. So I don't. I see where you're going at. A lot of young talent, man. But I can't put them ahead of USC or even Oregon for that matter, man. I mean, hey, like I said, if Washington beat Auburn and win all their games, then bets on. But if they now here's the point. I see your point, bro, Mike. If they beat Auburn and then lose to someone in the Pac-12, then all they did was ruin their own self. You know the NCAA is not. They're not going to show no love to the Pac-12. They feel like if you in the Pac-12, you better be undefeated. You better beat somebody ranked in a neutral site, and you better be good. So if they beat Auburn, but then lose to a bad team in the Pac-12, then all bets are off, and they gotta know that. So if you beat Auburn, you better win out because if you slip up, that's all they need. They're gonna say, okay, if you're so good, Washington, you beat Auburn, but you can't beat this team. So all bets are off. So yeah, if you beat Auburn and then lay an egg against I don't know Washington State, then no, then that ain't gonna look good. And as unfair as it is, the Pac-12 has always been considered the weak conference. Not a whole lot of teams, can hang with out there with no one in the SEC or the ACC. So definitely if they beat Auburn and went out, then yeah. But if they now Auburn could smash them, like Auburn could kill them. We went there and got beat by 2 touchdowns, and we the national champions. So I can definitely see Washington going there and getting their ass beat. But I like what they're doing. They're saying, look, we want the national championship. Y'all say we don't play anybody, So Bama going to Old Town to play Louisville. Georgia go do their own thing. So hey, we'll come to Auburn. We'll play Auburn straight up. And I think USC did that in 2003. They went to Auburn. That's when they had Cadillac, Ronnie Brown, and the crew. They went there. They went there and took them out. So, and that kind of started their little championship run. So maybe Washington owned something. Maybe Washington feel like, hey, we're going to do what USC did. We go start our season off in Auburn against a great team, and we go beat them, and we go steamroll throughout. So maybe Washington owned something, Mike. So I don't know. We'll see, man. But, number one, yeah, who's number one? Roll Tide, baby. Back to back. Number 18. Done deal. Champagne popping, dog. What y'all thought it was? Now I do have my concerns. I got my concerns, Jalen Hurts, Tua Tagovailoa. We need to take care of that right now. Whoever's gonna start should go out there and just do what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? So right now, we got Jalen Hurts, we got Tua Tagovailoa. Pick one, Nick Saban. All right? You know what Jalen can do. You know what Tua can do. Just pick you one. Because the longer this goes on, man, the worse it can get for us, man. So, but if there is any coach in the country that I trust with a QB battle, a young, inexperienced defense, it's Nick Saban. He's taken. You saw what he did last year, man. All the injuries, all the bad things that happened, still got back to the championship game. Rolled the dice on Jalen, didn't work. Rolled the dice on Tua, won the game. So Nick Saban, he's the man. He's the greatest coach ever. All love to the Bear. I love Paul Bear Bryant. All love to him, but the best team of all time, or the best coach of all time, is Nick Saban. So I trust Nick Saban to get through this quarterback controversy, and we got a very young defense, a whole new secondary. We got literally 5 new stars in secondary. Our front 7 gonna be nasty. Raekwon Davis, Zeke Bugs, Matt Wilson, Dylan Moses. Man, we gonna have a nasty front 7. Terrell Lewis, that was a bit lost for us, man. I'm hurt to see him go down. He basically won that game for us last year against Georgia with that sack. That put Georgia that put Georgia back there. They had to kick a field goal. We won the next series on the touchdown. So losing Terrell Lewis, and then you got Jennings coming back from an ACL injury. So it's some question marks. But if there's any coach that I trust, it's Nick Saban. Georgia's gonna be great, but I think last year's success made wear Georgia down. They're not used to it. At Bama, they're used to being number one. They're used to being on top of the world. At Georgia, not so much. They're not used to being on top of the world. So now that they've been there and done that, how they're going to respond. So we'll see. Maybe Kirby Smart takes a step back. So it's no guarantee because you recruit guys you're going to win. It's no guarantee you're going to win. So Kirby did a great job last year. We'll see what happens this year. We'll see if Kirby's down for the challenge. So we'll see. So those are my 4. I got Miami, I got Michigan, I got Washington, I got Alabama. The first round, I got Bama beating Miami by a lot. And against Washington and Michigan, I got Michigan winning by a couple touchdowns. So for the national championship game, I got Alabama and Michigan. I got khaki pants against the process. So guess what? I got Bama by a lot in this game too. So. All right. Take a little squig of this powder right here. All right. Well, as you all know, Le'Veon Bell still ain't got paid. Pittsburgh, they just playing with him, playing dirty with him, man. So, and you know what? This really, it really makes me upset seeing what's going on with Le'Veon Bell. I think he's a great player. I think he's being unbiased, because if you ask me, if you see me on the street and you say, "Yo, Pat, what's up, man? Who's the best running back in the league?" I'm saying Zeke Elliott. Zeke Elliott is the best running back in the league if you ask me in the street. But on 1K Sports, I gotta do my job. I gotta be 1,000 with it. I gotta be unbiased, uncut, unfiltered. So Le'Veon Bell is the best running back in football. All right, I said it. Le'Veon Bell is the best running back in football. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, man, they're at this point, man, they're renting Le'Veon. They're hustling this man. They're draining this man's prime away from him. Gurley. You know what, Mike? I'm glad you brought up Todd Gurley, because I got some info on your boy Gurley that you might not like. So stay tuned. Go get your pina colada. Go get your Cuban sandwich. I feel like this is a perfect example, a prime example of what's wrong with football. Football is the greatest game in the world. NFL, college. I mean, when football season is rocking, it's whatever. It's like, man, forget that, forget this. I don't got time for it. The kids' homework done by 7. They ate and fed in the bath, all that by 8 o'clock. Pre-game 8 o'clock, 8:30 kickoff. We in it, baby. Like, football is where it's at, man. But the thing that people don't know about football is it's a beautiful sport. It's so great. It's so awesome. Every Saturday and Sunday, every Monday night, Thursday night, it's like, oh my God, football, man. But football can be a dark sport, man. It can be very grimy, because of the physicality and the uncertainty of your body, and how, you can be an All-American one year and one hit and you're done, for life. So football can be grimy, it's so beautiful. We love seeing it. I played it, I played with some great guys, Mike Frazier being one of them. I play with some great guys. One hit can change everything. And, it's a beautiful sport, but it's so grimy. behind the scenes with the injuries and the pressure and the money. And what the Pittsburgh Steelers are doing to Le'Veon Bell, man, to me, it's just wrong. I feel like this is the problem. You got billionaire owners profiting, getting gains, getting wins, getting everything off of the underpaid athlete. The athletes out there risking life and limb, risking their life, putting everything on the line with every hit. And they get paid, millions of dollars, a lot of money. And, to a guy like me, a contract like they get is a lot of money. But when I see a billionaire up there making so much money off of this athlete, it's like, damn, he's underpaid. And right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers are just draining Le'Veon Bell's prime away from him. They're just draining the great thing about him. Like Mike, yeah, $14 million a year. Hell, sign me up for that job, man. But it's the overall aspect of it, dude. It's like I'm getting $14 million a year, and I'm getting 25 carries a game, along with 10 catches. I'm getting beat the hell up, man. I can barely walk. I can't even pee standing up. I'm all messed up, man. I'm on this. I'm on Vicodin. I'm on this. I'm giving it all for that. And you up in the suite, you getting a whole bunch of money. You're not risking nothing out here with me, man. So, just me personally, Mike, I just feel like, hey, yeah, $14 million, that's great. You from Opelika. I grew up on the east side of Jacksonville. $14 million a year, me and you would take that job, Mike. So, but I look at it as a whole, the whole scheme of things, man. Like, Le'Veon, the best running back in football. Why is he not paid like that? Why is this man not filthy rich right now? If the man's risking his life for y'all, so why keep, short balling him, sign him to the 1 year contracts, saying, okay, come out here and play 1 year on this franchise tag. And you brought up Todd Gurley, Mike, so let me get to Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley just got rich. 4 years, $60 million, $45 million guaranteed. And Zeke, he next. If Zeke go out there and ball out this year, I guarantee you, if Zeke ball out this year, Jerry Jones writing that contract, and Zeke go get $50 million next year. No, see, you're wrong, Mike. You're wrong, baby. Look, I'm gonna tell you why. Because running backs it's not a whole bunch of quantity and longevity. They are valuable. I can name you name me 5 receivers. I name 5 different ones. He'll name 5 different ones. Receivers all over the place. Running backs don't come in dime and dozen no more. But if you get you one, if you get you a Zeke or David Johnson or Todd Gurley or L. Bill, you better hold on to them, man, because they ain't got much time. The game has changed, Mike, where it's not as, they're trying to take away the physicality and, the late hits, helmet to helmet. But you want to know one position that will never be safe? Running backs. You go still get 25 carries a game. You go still get banged up. So the one position that's not going to ever change is running backs. The new rules that they got, man, everybody can be a receiver right now. Everybody can be a receiver. You damn right. But the thing is, Bill Belichick, that's his genius. He said, okay, look, I'm not finna go get no damn Zeke Elliott and pay him $50 million. I will get LeGarrette Blount for what, $5 million. Deion Lewis, $5 million. Hell, I will get me a damn Steven Jackson off the damn couch for $1 million. Like, the man just do that like that. That's just like he's a genius, bro. Like, he said, look, I'm not finna get no Le'Veon Bell. I'm not finna get no damn, Julio Jones on the outside. I'm finna get me a couple of guys that will equal. I'm gonna get 3 guys that will give me Julio Jones. I'm gonna go get 3 guys that'll give me Le'Veon Bell. Yeah, and still be productive. So, as cold-hearted as Belichick is, I mean, hey, I gotta give it to him. I have my opinion about the owners getting all this money and all stuff like that, but hey, Bill Belichick saying, look, I get paid less than the players. So look, I'm finna do it my way. I'm gonna say, look, I'm a budget, but in the end, I'm gonna be rich because I got all this around me. I'm just all over the place, Think about it. The man had 3 100-yard receivers in the Super Bowl. 2 of them gone. Like Amendola and Brandon Cooks gone. Like so he a mercenary dog. He not finna pay nobody. If you Tom Brady, yeah. Hell, he didn't even want to pay Gronk ass. Like he said, look, man, the hell with Gronk. But they realized what the hell was going on. They go pay Gronk now. But think about it. Belichick was willing to say the hell with Gronk, bro. You right, it's the blueprint, dog, but that's how Belichick recruits. He not finna get no Le'Veon Bell where it'll get to that point. Hell, okay, he had Corey Dillon. That's probably what the best back he had ever, Corey Dillon. But he got Corey Dillon in a situation where it's like, look, you need me more than I need you. That's why he got Randy Moss, because he felt like, look, Randy, Oakland doesn't want you. Word is you washed up. So guess what? I'll get your ass for cheap. Now, when Randy Moss started balling out and said, I want new money, guess what? He got Corey Dillon. Now, Corey Dillon was actually on the back end of his career a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, but he did go out there and get 1,600 yards, won Super Bowl with you, and guess what? I want new money. Darrelle Revis brought him in for 1 year, $14 million. Brought him in for 1 year. They didn't even get the second year option. They say, okay, 1 year, we got you in here. We got a ring off for you. Bye-bye. So it's like, yeah, that's the blueprint, and that's what they're doing. But if you got you a Le'Veon Bell, if you got you a Julio Jones, if you got that kind of special talent, then you got to pay for that. You got to go in and take care of that. So it's like, Belichick is, look, if I do get me a Julio Jones, if I do get me a Todd Gurley, I'm going to get them my way. I'm going to get them where they need me more than I need them. Who, Revis? If that's, yeah, Revis, like, now see, Revis, he different though, man. He actually the kind of guy that, like, word is, bro, he ain't even got an agent, bro. He go in there and talk for himself. He bet it on himself, right? So he always had the bad, but think about it. The Jets paid him twice. The Bucks, remember the Bucks, dog? They gave the man $96 million, bro. Like, what, 60 guaranteed? Nigga, dude played 1 year. He played 1 year and was gone, bro, with the whole bag. Man signed what? I think it was like 6 years, $90 million. 50 year was like guaranteed. Played 1 year for a bad team, so basically had a year off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, straight up. Like, twice. So, Darrelle Revis, like, I respect him too. He's like, look, y'all, I can't beat y'all at y'all own game completely, but I'm going to definitely bet on myself. I'm going to get some of this damn money and get up out of here while I can. So, but not all players think like him, right? Not all players think like Darrelle Revis and say, okay, think about it. If I, like, prime example, Dez Bryant should fire his agent. Just fire your agent, bro. Because there's no way with your talent you should be sitting there waiting on someone to sign you, bro. So, like, not everybody got that kind of intellect where it's like, let me get the right agent or let me get the right people around me where I can learn how to make more money. Exactly, Stamp. Get that bat while you can. So they go play you. They go use me for cheap. Like, think about it. You watch these sports shows, they always say, oh, so-and-so just got signed for $5 million. Oh, they got him for cheap. Like, damn. That's how it is? That sounds like slavery, dog. Like, oh, they assigned who for what? Oh, they signed what for $5 million? Oh, yeah, man. Great move. Smart move. Got him for cheap. But you pay a dude 5 years, $100 million, all of a sudden, I don't know, man. They probably bet the whole ranch for nothing, though. That's a lot of money, man. That's a whole lot of money to pay somebody, man. But 1 year, $5 million, $2 million, them little, BS deals. Oh yeah, we all in with that. Yeah, go on, give them that 1 year, $5 million. So it's like Le'Veon should get that bag. Like, look, bro, they using you, and Pittsburgh not even trying to play ball with him, bro. He said, look, just give me a deal, bro. Like, give me longevity. And they keep playing with him, bro. Keep pimping this man, bro. 1 year deal, 1 year deal. Basically, he go out there and get messed up, blow his knee out. We give him $15 million. All right, Le'Veon, here's $15 million. Peace out. Where if Todd Gurley get hurt, he walking away with $45 million. You know what I'm saying? Either way, you underpaid from the owner, but $45 billion and $5 million. So, bro, Now you're right, Mike. It's not all the Pittsburgh fault. Le'Veon ain't necessarily being reasonable, but I don't. But at the same time, Mike, it's wrong on both sides. But I'm riding with Le'Veon. I feel, look, you are a running back. Your prime is ticking away. You great. Hell, last year Le'Veon had 1946 from scrimmage. 1946, almost 2,000 yards from scrimmage, dog. So the man balling. He deserves his money now. So I'm with Le'Veon. Like, look, you doing your thing. You should get paid. Now, is he being petty? It's hell, yeah. But hell, they're being petty. So why not? But I see your point though, Mike. But this like the second year in a row, they don't like sit there and say, okay, Le'Veon, we'll sign you up. We'll do our thing. And the same old BS, man. Like when AB wanted some new money, now Pittsburgh, here's how I know they hypocritical, bro. They said we don't negotiate contracts while you playing. We don't negotiate contracts while you playing. But AB said, look, man, Julio got 16 million, Dez got 16 million, this dude got 14 million. I'm AB. What's up? They gave him an extension. They ain't play the whole franchise tag with AB. Now AB special. He's special. He a special player. But Le'Veon is too. I mean, at worst, at absolute worst, Mike, AB top 3 receiver. At worst. You damn right. But the thing is, Mike, they took care of AB. They shut down AB. They locked him up long term. The best receiver in football, depending who you talk to, I say Julio Jones. But AB, if you say AB, then there's no issue with that. So they locked down AB. They got AB in his prime right now. Now, off the field, I was getting to that, Mike. Le'Veon has had off the field issues. But I mean, damn, bro, at how long do you keep holding on to that? Like, that's like a couple of years ago. The last couple of years, bro been straight for the most part. So like, at what point do you say, all right, Le'Veon, off the field issues, like you said, Mike, here's where it comes in. Here's where the, hypocrisy comes in at. They saying, same thing with Dez Bryant. When you balling out, all that other stuff is cool. But when you're not balling out, it ain't so cool. And Le'Veon not that bad of a guy. He got caught with the weed towards ACL, so he don't have his off the field stuff going on. Good point. But at the same time, take care of the dude, bro. Like, you're right. Le'Veon would make you worry. But damn, bro, make him earn. Okay, Gurley got $45 million. Gurley got 4 years, $60 million, right? 45 guaranteed. Other 15 is in incentives, bro. Yeah, like y'all make great points, dog. Le'Veon, he makes you worry. Hell, you don't think I'd be worried about Zeke ass? Zeke crazy as hell too. But if we got a chance to do something and sign Zeke up long term, we better. Gurley got $45 million. Zeke better get 50 next year. So it's like we gotta do it. Now I don't think Gurley better than Zeke though, bro. I think we kind of looking at Gurley like last year. The man balled out. I give Gurley that though, man. So, but I don't know. I don't got Gurley above Zeke. I got Le'Veon. I got Zeke. Then I got Gurley. I feel like Gurley showed out last year under a great coordinator. Now Sean McVay know how to use his players though. He came in, had Jared Goff looking like an all-pro. So, bro, I'm just saying, Gurley had a great year. I'm going to give y'all some numbers right quick. Hold on. Last year, Gurley had 1305. Gurley had 1305 last year and 788 receiving. That's 2,093 yards total. Le'Veon had 3 years like that already. So it's like Le'Veon way better than Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley best year last year, that was Le'Veon 2014 year, bro. So what Gurley doing right now, I feel like he's doing great, but I feel like it's a system too. I feel like Sean McVay is a damn genius. He got Gurley playing great. Now they got Cooks over there, man. That man know how to call offense, bro. And I feel like last year Gurley balled out, but I feel like he benefited more from the system. I feel like it was more the system that made Gurley. Now he great now, but the year before last, Gurley had 885 rushing, 885 now. Before Sean McVay, got there, he had Jared Goff. He had the same little team around him. Had 800 yards rushing, bro. Had 885 rushing last year, bro. And he, blame it on who? But hey, if you that dude, you gotta do what you gotta do. So Gurley is nice. He nice with it, and he had a great year. He had a great year. But what Gurley did last year, Le'Veon did 3 times already. 3 times already, bro. So Gurley had a great year. But let's not put him on that pedestal off 1 year. Do it again. Cause I promise you, everybody that played the LA Rams this year, they got Todd Gurley on that board. No, forget that. The hell with Cooks, the hell with Cooper, the hell with we want Gurley. Stop Gurley. So we'll see next year. But Sean McVay is a damn genius, bro. And he had, bro. So, and I got Zeke above Gurley, dog, because I feel like we don't use Zeke all that well. We just run Zeke. Run. Yeah, I got the Rams going to the Super Bowl, bro. Like, I got the Rams and Jaguars in the Super Bowl right now. Because I feel like once they sign Donald, they they got to sign Donald. Now y'all talking about Le'Veon Bell, that ain't negotiable. The Le'Veon Bell thing, whatever. That Aaron Donald, that's not negotiable, bro. The man just won Defensive Player of the Year. That's all you need to know, bro. Oh, hell yeah. But you got Talib and Peters. Bro, like, no cornerback scare me more than them two. You want to know why? Because, bro, when they get picks and fumbles, dog, they trying to score. It ain't just no damn, I got an interception running out of bounds. No, when Talib get the ball in his hand, bro, he trying to score. Peters, when he get the ball in his hand, bro, them boys trying to score with the ball. It's like how Prime Time was, dog. Prime Time didn't scare you because of the picks. He scared you because he just might come get that and go to the other way with it. So, yeah. So, hell, think about it. Talib go from Chris Harris. Now, Chris Harris, he nice. He nice with it. But now Talib got Peters over there. Where you throwing the ball at? Who you gonna try? Who you feel comfortable trying right now? You ain't finna try Talib. He still go house it on your ass. You not finna try. Like, come on, bro. It's like, it's not fair. Then you got Sue and Donald. Now, they better pay Donald, man, because that's like, it's like the Rams are going to go to a Super Bowl long as so you got to pay Donald. So pay Donald and all bets are in. But this whole lot not sign the man, nah, they got to do better, bro. So you sign Donald, you got Donald and Sue. Man, you got Broncos off the outside, bro. You got the 2 shutdown corners. Them boys doing something this year, man. I got the Rams going to Super Bowl with the Jaguars. That's my sports show pick. You know what I'm saying? That's who PC Williams got in the Super Bowl. Now, me, your boy Pat, I got the Cowboys going to Super Bowl every year. So as far as I know, the Cowboys going to Super Bowl, they're gonna win it. But that's what Pat would tell you. Now, PC Williams, I'm gonna tell you, I got Rams and Jaguars. But I'm gonna call you and tell you the Cowboys win Super Bowl next year. So swig of this lean right here. But yeah, man, I feel like Pittsburgh, they just drained Le'Veon Bell of prime right now, bro. And like you said, the off the field issues, that's a big old elephant in the room. It is what it is, man. But I would pay Le'Veon right now. Like if I, hopefully getting the bad would, like you said, Stamp, hopefully the bad, will it change him? I hope not, because the history says that once they get paid, they just get comfortable. Man, Mike, bro. I think you can go home to Miami, back to the block, and you can find 4 receivers better than what we got right now, bro. Like, I'm not sold on Hearns. I think Terrence Williams, he just getting more and more washed up by the minute. Cole Beasley is nice. He ain't no damn West Walker, nothing like that. He nice with it. Got the kid from Colorado State. Mike Gallup. He nice with it. He alright. But honestly, bro, I'm not impressed. I mean, we'll see. They my team, so I give them that hope, dog. But my thing is this, man. You cut Dez Bryant and you don't replace him. Now, was Dez top 5 receiver last year? No, but he was better than what you had. And to me, they called Dez Bryant broke down and washed up. My thing is this, bro. If Dez Bryant is broken down and washed up, and what you got replacing him was no better than him, then why am I convinced that you got better? So, and you're right, it's a passing league. So that explains AB getting this big ass contract. But Le'Veon give you helping that too. But like you said, it's a passing league, so you can't have a ground and pound mindset, and we gonna have that with Zeke, but we gotta let Zeke spin, bro. We gotta get Zeke out there like how did they use Le'Veon, bro. Get Zeke out there on some of them screens, bro, on some of the just get them on something, bro. We gotta pass the ball effectively, bro. The thing is, with Dez being gone, we don't have no solid number one guy. So we gotta do like how the Patriots do it, man, by committee. We gotta just have like 4-5 different guys get like 500 yards. So me personally, man, if we go win this year, then it can't be all on Zeke, because everybody coming for Zeke, man. Zeke gonna be the man. So, and plus Zeke just saw Gurley get that contract, so Zeke gonna give me about 1,600 and about 15 touchdowns this year. Excuse me. So Zeke will do his part. Bro. So, I ain't worried about Zeke at all. Our O-line solid. Defense, yeah, whatever. We'll see. We'll just see, though. But receiving core, dog, we not. Nah, we not. I don't know, bro. We'll see though. But I'm a Cowboy fan. I love my team. But just being real, dog, our receiving core is probably, I wouldn't say the worst in the NFL, but we down at the bottom, bro. And I'm being real. So, bro, it was that last year and the year before. So I mean, like I said, bro, Zeke will give me. I trust Zeke. Hell, I trust Zeke. I like Zeke to get me 1,500 and 15 touchdowns at least. Yeah, it's gonna be a stat box, dog. But hell, hopefully, somebody will emerge as a deep threat in our offense, and maybe the safety will be honest. I don't know. Maybe that'll slow him down a little bit. But hell, stack it up. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Stack it up. I still like Zeke to get me five a carry, dog. We got the best O-line in football. Tyron Smith is healthy again. We got our whole line is complete now. Everybody where they supposed to be at. Everybody healthy. Everybody right. Everybody cool. But Zeke get me 1,500. We can bet that up, Mike. Straight up. Zeke get me 1,500 with 15 touchdowns this year, bro. Now somebody gotta do something in the passing game, and we straight. I mean, somebody gotta get deep, bro. Because even with Dez last year, Dez not a deep threat no more. So we need somebody that can just say, you know what, y'all get way back. So we gonna see, bro. Hopefully, Alan Hearn step up. He did ball out in Jacksonville for that 1 year, but then I don't know, bro. I mean, I don't like it either, Mike. I don't like it, but hey, it's like, I got badass kids. I mean, I gotta raise them though. The Cowboys got me stressed out, bro. But that's my team. I gotta ride with them, bro. So I can't go nowhere, Mike. I ain't finna do no jumping on the bandwagon. I know the Jaguars good this year, but I ain't jumping off of that, man. So, but yeah, man, it's Le'Veon Bell, like Pittsburgh, pay the man, like pay him. Do what you gotta do, man. But just know the man, Le'Veon Bell's prime is wasting. It's drifting away, man. So, like I said, man, Le'Veon Bell, get your money, man. Yeah, that's my show today, man. I know a lot of y'all been running around today, first day of school, myself too, man. So claim your home team. Hey, Mike, I'm gonna tell you what though. If the Jaguars do win a Super Bowl, and you heard it here first, if the Jaguars win a Super Bowl, I will be downtown Jacksonville at the parade like I've been there the whole time. I will admit that right here on my damn on 1K Sports, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased. I'm a Cowboys fan, but if the Jaguars do win the Super Bowl, I will take the wife and kids downtown to the parade, so they can enjoy it. I'll be there just like, with the kids holding their hands and stuff like that. But come on, Mike. I mean, I love my Cowboys, dog. It's personal, bro. Like the first game I ever saw as a kid, bro, was when they played Pittsburgh in that Super Bowl. And I was hooked. You damn right. Now Duval, I claim Duval now, Mike. You already know this, man. We be all through Dade County, man. We run y'all too. We run y'all too, Mike. But Duval, I claim Duval now. It's a Jaguars. I ain't no Jaguar fan, but shoot, if it's Jayville against you, well, shoot, what's up? I'm with Jayville along with against you. So long as you ain't winning, shoot. You know what? If we playing y'all this year, Dolphins, man, I hope we blow y'all ass out. We see y'all something, man. How we did y'all ass back in '98. What was it, '98? Marino got his ass whooped and retired. Yeah, we see y'all again. What happened again, bro? But yeah, the Jaguars good, man, but it's the Cowboys, dog. It's in my blood. It's in my heart, dog. I bleed blue and gray. I bleed blue and gray, dog. So I'm a Cowboy fan till I die. I'm very much aware of the playoff wins. It's all right, Mike. You from Dade County? Well, see, now look at you, man. Hypocrite, dog. Hypocrisy ass word. You are Dade County born and bred, bro. Tampa Bay fan. What are you talking about? Now I know your bro played for him, man. Devontae, man, great guy, great guy. So I see why. But come on, Mike. You from Miami, dog? Come on. You trying to call me out? You talking about Tampa Bay? Come on, for what? Talk to your boy Jameis or something. Shoot. Talking about the Tampa Bay fan. You from Miami, dog? We know this. You from Miami? Yeah, I know, bro. You gotta put on for your peace, dog. But hey, I got family in Dallas, so what's up? They you know Jerry Jones. He my third cousin somewhere down the line somewhere. But yeah, it's Cowboys all day, man. You, Miami Heat, dog. Really. Now you know you a LeBron fan, bro. LeBron, he ain't coming back, Mike. Let it go, bro. LeBron left. It's over, dog. Like y'all had your little run. I still love Miami. We'll still come down there, King of Diamonds. Live on Sunday. We'll be there. But as far as championships in Miami concerned, nah, bro, it's over. No Dolphins, no Heat. Whatever y'all got down there, Marlins, all that, over, dog. You damn right, it's all good, man. Because the Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl. That's what Pat Williams told me to tell y'all. But PC Williams say, it's gonna be the Jaguars or the Rams. So we'll see, dog. But like I said, y'all, that's my show, man. Like I said, man, hope all y'all had a great first day of school. Hope all the kids get what they needed to get this year, man. I did run around myself today, man. So 2023. What that is, Mike? 2023. Oh, man. Big ups to you too, man. You and the kids and the wife, man. Straight up. Y'all have a great day, man. Tell all the kids, man, books come first, sports second, man. So I know I got me a sports show, but I tell my sons, I hope y'all tell y'all kids the same thing, man. Hey, no matter what, man, wherever you go be in life, them books come first, man. So have a great school year. Have a great week. Same time next Monday. Every Monday, 6 p.m., man. See y'all then. Peace.